good evening. How the hell are you doing? Thank you very much for tuning in. I am the one, the only. I am Stacy Krugger. Thank you so very, very much for tuning in. If you want to hear more from me, go ahead and look at the rest of my Spreaker page there. You're going to see a couple other podcasts, all of which you can download absolutely for free. This show today is being simulcasted on my Twitch page, which is where you're going to see me the absolute most, folks. Go to twitch.tv/Stacy Krugger. I'm sure it's really difficult to remember that one because you're kind of looking at my name here on Spreaker or on iTunes, wherever you choose to download this podcast at. But once again, thank you very much for tuning in. You can go chat with the stream there by going once again to Stacy Krugger, twitch.tv/Stacy Krugger. Also, I will be chatting with everyone through Spreaker here. Folks, it's been a while. It's been a very, very long time since the last time I got a chance to broadcast. I do apologize for that, I do. But you gotta understand, I'm bloody busy as hell. There's been a lot going on. Where do I start at with what's been going on? A lot of personal stuff's been going on to where I wasn't able to podcast. I just couldn't bring myself in podcasting mode, might we say. But I'm here. I do apologize once again for such long breaks in between them. I'm trying to keep myself on a steady schedule. Like I promised at the beginning of starting this podcast up, but hopefully soon. That's all I can say is hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. But, so, where do we start at today? Where do we start at? 'Cause, how is the best way I could put this? How is the absolute best way I could put this? Sometimes America has an issue where they just lose their testicles. Humans in general have this problem, yes. But especially here in America, we have this issue where we're like, oh no, we're scared. We better go hide in the corner away from the big scary man. Now, this is what I mean by this. Now, if anybody here has been paying attention to the news whatsoever, I'm sure you've heard about a movie. If you've been paying attention to news at all, period, in the last 3-4 months, maybe longer, I'm sure you've heard of a movie called The Interview. If you haven't, let me give you the basic premise of this movie. Basically, two actors are, well, this is what I've understood from it at least. I'm not a huge movie buff, but two actors are invited to North Korea. The U.S. government asks them, here, do this. We want you to help assassinate Kim Jong-un, the leader of North Korea. Crazy bastard that he is. That's the whole point of this movie. It's a comedy. It's not going to be like, like some bloodbath where they creep in and go, like it's like a commando, right? No. It's nothing like that. It's quite literally a comedy where a bunch of these idiots just go all over, try to kill Kim Jong-un. It's fucking stupid. It's a Seth Rogen flick. What the hell are you expecting? Are you expecting intelligent comedy or something you get done hitting the bong and then you stare at the screen for an hour and a half? That's what you're going to get with a Seth Rogen comedy. Don't expect much, plain simple. Well, apparently Kim Jong-un himself was not too happy, for understandable reasons, was not too happy about the fact that they're making a joke about him being assassinated, apparently. They're making a whole movie about it. So I remember him putting out press releases saying, this is unacceptable. I'm not even going to try to do the voice, but this is unacceptable. This is terrible. How the hell can you do this? Who do you think you are, big bad America? Well, I know who we think we are, but that's besides the point. So, this is where it starts to get a bit hairy, folks. Kim Jong-un is unhappy. Yes, we know this. Well, apparently some hacker squad called the GOP. Not the grand old party like you're used to hearing about the Republicans, but the GOP. Guardians of Peace, as they call themselves, which is incredibly ironic once you hear what the hell's going on here. They basically, here, you know what? Let me just read you the story, and I'll let you learn it from there, okay, folks? Cinemas in the U.S. have canceled screens of the film The Interview about a plot to kill Kim Jong-un, North Korea's leader, prompted Sony to shelve it all together. Yes, that's right. They shelved the movie, period, because they got a little threatened. So basically, here's the issue. Hackers have issued a warning to cinema goers who plan to watch the movie, saying, if you go to see this movie theaters across the U.S. will experience things that will be in comparison to 9/11. Basically, they're going to blow up in movie theaters across America. Now, how many of us have dealt with hackers in our past or have been hackers? I know I've done enough things where I broke into enough Yahoo email accounts just being a fucking stupid kid. But I know a lot of hackers personally. Some of them are my very good friends. You know what most of them are? Either kids, guys and chicks who still live in their mom's basement to this day and just want someone to look at them and pay attention to them, or they're 16-year-old kids who are going through high school thinking it's funny to, for one instance, I didn't know these people personally, but I remember this instance happening. Hack the NASA website and put a picture of somebody getting a rocket shoved up their ass on it. Fairly harmless, massive break of security, yes, but fairly harmless. Just more for the end of trolling. Just kind of, LOL, look what I did to you. Look at the funny picture. This is what most hackers are people who either, like I said, live in mom's basement and just want a little bit of attention, or they're 16-year-old kids doing it for, quote-unquote, the lulz. Now, when I look at somebody like the GOP, the Guardians of Peace, and they put out a press release saying that we're terrible people for making jokes about wanting to kill Kim Jong-un, which, yeah, sure, it is, but is it any better than what the North Koreans say about us? How many times they said, we can't wait to Kim Jong-un, I remember, what, was it Kim Jong-un or Kim Jong-il? I can't remember who it was. Who made a press release talking about how they cannot wait to blow up the Satan that is America. The evil that is America. They can't wait until they can have a nuclear missile that will reach us so they can attack us. Now, going off of that, we have the GOP, the Guardians of Peace, hacking and posting up releases saying, you're horrible for wanting to go see a movie that makes fun of this. You're a horrible human being for doing this, and anybody who goes to see it will get attacked. To me, that just screams 16-year-old, or really 25-year-old who lives in mom's basement who has never known what a boob feels like in his entire life. Really, that's all it is. That screams to me, plain and simple. So, NSA even got into this. The NSA even said they posted a press release saying, there is no credible evidence that anything about this is in any way, shape, or form should be considered a threat. None of this should be considered a threat. Now, when the big, bad, scary NSA, who will use any excuse they can to raise the terror level to scare the crap out of America just a little bit more and scare them into submission a little bit more, is going, they're 25-year-olds who don't know what a boob feels like, living in their mom's basement, living off of Hot Pockets and freaking Mountain Dew. Don't worry about them. This is nothing to be worried about. I could be wrong, but I don't think there's much to be worried about there. So, I say to you, Sony, I think you're being kind of a bunch of little bitches here. Even President Obama recommends people go to the movies, but stresses that the hack was very serious. Yes, it was very serious. Absolutely, it was very serious. But even Obama points out, don't be scared. Don't be pussified. Don't let these idiots win. Because plain and simple, you know what these people are? They are terrorists. 100% through and through terrorists. They are nothing more, nothing less. They are terrorists. By definition, what is a terrorist? Somebody who causes terror, someone who scares you, someone who tries to, what's the best way to put it? To terrify you from doing what you wish. Hence, what terrorism comes from. So, in definition, wouldn't they have just won? When you, Sony, decide to shelf a movie that you spent how much money on? You decide to shelf it and say, don't worry about it. Don't worry, Mr. Terrorist. we're going to let you win. We're going to let you scare us so bad that we're not going to go to the movies. You right then, you let them win. You have let them win. Do you not understand this? Listen, when you were in high school, when you're in elementary school, middle school, whatever, and the schoolyard bully came around to come kick you in the face another time, what did you do? Did you stand up and stand your ground? Even if you got your ass whooped, did you at least stand up and stand your ground? Or did you go, I'm so sorry, here, have my sandwich, have my lunchbox, have my backpack, whatever, just don't punch me again. Now, I used to be the one that would lay down and just take it and just scream, I'm sorry, whatever I did to you. You know what happened? Frankly, they never stopped. They kept escalating to the point where I was being drugged down the hallways by my hair. Do you not understand this? If you let the bullies, or, in other words for them, terrorists, win, they will continue doing it. They'll escalate. They'll push forward. They'll try as hard as they can to make it worse, to make the next one bigger. Because they know that they got you by the balls. They can scare you now. What happens if you stand up to them? Does anybody here remember standing up to a schoolyard bully? I do. You know what happened? Sure, I got my ass whooped once or twice. Of course you did. If you would sit here and tell me you didn't get your ass whooped, I'd call you a lying sack of shit. Of course you got your ass whooped. But that's not the big deal here. That's not the issue here. You may have gotten your ass whooped, but you know what? He thought twice about fucking with you again because of the fact he realized you're not going to roll over and take it. You're not just going to sit there and say, you know what, Mr. Bully, you won. I'm sorry, Mr. Bully, you're absolutely right. I'm going to roll over, go belly up, and say, I'm sorry, please don't hit me again. No. He's like, shit, he's going to fight back. One of these times he's going to kick my ass. So you know what? I'm going to leave him alone and go fuck with the other person who's rolling over and just bending over and letting me pound him. So, what do we do with terrorists like this? Because that's, like I said, I keep on telling you. I know I was talking about this outside of the podcast and outside of my Twitch, my Twitch broadcast too. And somebody said, what do you mean they're terrorists? They're not terrorists. They haven't blown anything up. I said, are you sure about that? Because like I pointed out earlier, by definition, they're terrorists because they're causing terror within people. They're trying to scare people into doing what they want them to do by using scare tactics. By definition, they are terrorists. So, once again, let's say it how it goes. Let's just say it, let's just say how it goes. The terrorists, we stand up to the terrorists. We say, fuck you. We're not going to let you stop us from going to the movie theater. Are you stupid? We're not going to let you stop us. We're going to go out. We're going to go enjoy it's Seth Rogen comedy, so a terrible movie, but we're going to go enjoy this movie. We're not going to let you stop us. We're not going to let you scare us. You know what? They're going to think twice before they decide to do this to us again. They're going to go, well, shit, they're not scared of us anymore. We can't push them around anymore. What the hell are we going to do? Think about it, folks. Think about it. Take 2 seconds, please. Just 2 seconds and think about it. You could be the one to stand up and say, I'm not going to be scared. I'm not going to be that one. I'm not going to be him who rolls over and takes it from these people and lets them scare me. I'm just going to say, fuck it, and go out there anyway. Same thing when we were attacked on September 11th. So many people let us get scared and decide to hide in our homes because they were terrified, going, oh no, the terrorists are going to attack us. And I remember hearing these warnings left or right in the news going, well, there's a possible terror attack here, a possible terror attack can be happening here. Well, you know what? None of them were true. None of them. They were all just rumors that are being passed around. But in the same vein, the terrorists won because we let them win. Because of their attack on us. Instead of standing up strong going, fuck you. We're not going to bend over. We're not going to be scared of you. We're going to take it to you. We're going to stop you. We're going to go out and enjoy our life still. Us citizens are going to enjoy our life. Why our our armed forces go over and destroy you for daring to attack us. Instead, we're going to go hide. We're going to hide in our homes. We're not going to go out trick-or-treat. I remember there was once, I can't remember what city it was in. There was a threat of trick-or-treaters. That they're going to try to scare trick-or-treaters into not trick-or-treating. And you know what? The damn city didn't go out. No one in the city went out. Same thing on, I think it was, I want to say 4 years ago, on Black Friday. Black Friday had the lowest turnout that year. If I remember correctly, it was 4 years ago. It had the lowest turnout because people were terrified. Because once again, we have reports that such and such terrorism group, such and such group is going to cause attacks and launch attacks on malls across the U.S. Once again, it was all rumors. None of it was true. But once again, they won because they scared the shit out of us and we refused to stand up to them. I don't know how more bluntly I could put this, that we need to stand up. We can't continue to bend over. We can't continue to stop and run away from these people. It just makes no sense to me. It makes absolutely no sense to me. A little bit more from Obama. Speaking to U.S. television networks, ABC, like he said that the hack was very serious. He says, we will be vigilant. If we see something that we think is serious and credible, we'll then alert the public. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there who dislike Obama. There's a lot of people out there who love him. I'm neither. I'm not a fan nor a fan. I'm right in the middle of going, he's fucked up a lot, but he's done a lot of shit right. Now, I'm not going to be one of these people to go, oh, obviously Obama hates America, so he wouldn't tell us anyway. No, plain and simple. I don't care how much you dislike this man. He's still going to look at this and go, this is a credible threat that I have to protect my people from. I have to protect my nation from this. So obviously Obama is going to go, you know what? I think I'm going to let people know if this is a credible threat. He hasn't. The NSA doesn't believe it's a credible threat. Obama doesn't think it's a credible threat. It's just, once again, people looking for attention and want to know, have the satisfaction within them knowing that they scared the shit out of America so bad. They brought America to its knees. They quite literally did. Now, people are not going to be going out to movie theaters on the 25th of December to go see this movie. And it's a good possibility that people won't go, period, to the movie theaters on the 25th of December because of it. If that right there doesn't show you what terrorism does, I don't know what will. I just don't. Award-winning screenwriter Aaron Sorkin has already attacked the media for spreading information leaked by the hackers. He said, "Today the U.S. succumbed to an unprecedented attack on its most cherished bedrock principle of free speech." Now that's like somebody coming into my chat room here on Spreaker, or coming to my chat room here on my chat room on Twitch at twitch.tv/Stacy Krugger and saying, "You know what, Stacy? I think you should stop broadcasting right now. I don't like what you're broadcasting. I don't like what you're saying. I don't like the way you look. So you better stop now, or else I'm going to come to your house and attack you, or I'm going to have your house swatted." That right there is the same exact thing, realistically, if you look at it. No true, credible, real threat. Most people are just talking out their ass. They want someone to look at them. You know what you do? You laugh them off, you get rid of them, and you move along with your everyday life. You don't let them slow you down. Really, how else can I put this, folks? How else can I put this to make people understand this? Because I know there's people out there going, "Stacy, you're missing the point." No, I'm not. Quite literally, folks, you're the one missing the point if you truly think that this isn't a big deal. I've had people say, it's not that big of a deal. It's only a movie. Fuck you, it's only a movie. I may not like movies. I haven't watched a movie in years. But I sure as hell want to protect the free speech of the director of the production company that wanted to put on this movie. There's been a lot of movies out there I didn't agree with. A lot of movies that, in my opinion, were horrible, terrible, just buckets of filth of a movie, but I encourage them to make it because of the fact that they deserve their free speech also. Actor Steve Carell called the move a sad day for creative expression. Now, here's my question to you. If this threat from North Korea, which they're still not sure if this is a North Korean group that's doing it or just a bunch of people, once again, a bunch of kids living in their mom's basement who did this, but they have no idea if it was North Korea or not who put this on, you know? Do we all remember the movie Team America? Do we all remember Team America? With, I'm So Ronry, Kim Jong-il, little puppet of him being made fun of and all that type of shit. Do we not remember that? Do we not remember North Korea not even batting an eye at that? Now I realize Kim Jong-un is standing in his daddy's footsteps. He's standing there trying to get his face known. He's trying to make himself look bigger and badder and scarier than his daddy ever was. But do you really think he'd be stupid enough to try to start another war with America over a movie like this? Really? Especially when it's just a stupid stoner comedy? I'm sorry. You know, someone in my chat just pointed this out that Kim Jong-il absolutely loved American flicks. He did. He did. Wow. Yeah, great English there, Stace. He did. He loved American movies. He loved the film industry itself. I remember a couple of the American defectors who defected to North Korea during the Korean War itself, or some uneducated swine would call it the Korean conflict. Those people, he decided to step up and go, okay, we're gonna, make movies together. And those American defectors were the stars of his movie. They played the bad guys, of course, because in Korea's eyes, all Americans are bad guys. Just like in America's eyes, most North Koreans are pieces of shit. But did we go to war with North Korea because North Korea made some flicks that were unsavory towards us? No, we went to war with them for a totally different reason. That's besides the point. But nevertheless. Look at it that way, folks. I'm sorry, I'm just stuck on this. I am absolutely stuck on this. Because Matt Stone and Trey Parker put out a statement about this exact thing that just happened, saying if it's not okay, it has to be okay for everyone or for no one. Freedom of speech. It can't be just for a select few. Once again, Team America was not exactly a favor, that did not put North Korea's leader Kim Jong-il in a favorable light, but no movie theaters stopped that one from being put out because they were terrified. Here's my question for you. Here's my exact question for you to bring this whole story to a head. Where's it going to stop? Where does it stop? Does it stop with this? Will it stop with pro-gay movies being stopped? Is it going to stop with anti-gay movies being stopped? Is it going to stop with racially charged movies being stopped? Is it going to be with musicals being stopped because a lot of people don't like musicals? What's it going to stop with? Where is the censorship going to stop? Where is it going to be okay now? Where is it going to stop? Where is the censorship? Where is the fear? When are we going to stop sticking our tail between our legs and running away like a bunch of little bitches? When is that going to stop? That's my question for you. And honestly, I don't know. That's a problem. I don't know when it'll stop. I wish I knew. I wish I could tell you when it's going to stop. But frankly, if Sony, a mega company like Sony, is willing to stick its tail between its legs and run away saying, I'm sorry, please don't hit me again. What's the next one to fall? Miramax? Is that a film? See, I don't watch enough movies. When is it going to stop? Is it soon going to be movies like that Kevin Smith puts out are going to be no longer okay because we may offend the Westboro Baptist Church again and they may protest, so we better not do that because it may raise up tension? Is that going to be banned soon? Once again, when is the censorship going to stop? When is the fear of just being a little hurt going to stop? Going to my chat here, it's because America is going towards acting like Europe. Just will not stick up for anything anymore. Our country is just acting like tumbleweeds to a pit of lava. It's because no one cares or sticks up for what they believe in and worked hard for. Vin. Unfortunately, I have to agree with you in a way. I don't know if it's necessarily going towards Europe, because I know America's been trying to become Europe for quite some time, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's just them trying to become Europe. But I do agree with you that we're acting like a tumbleweed getting kicked into a pit of lava. We're just sitting there, letting ourselves get burned up, and we're not doing anything about it. We're kind of like, what's the other expression you can use? The frog sitting in the pan of milk as it's being warmed up, and instead of hopping to get the hell out, just be saved, he has lets himself be boiled alive. Same type of thing. And you're absolutely right, though, that no one stands up and no one cares to protect what they believe in anymore. It's just easier to go along to be along. You know what I mean? That's all there is to it. It's just easier just to say, well, you know what? Maybe if I don't say this, they'll leave us alone, and we don't have to worry about, We don't have to worry about them releasing another thing saying they're going to attack us again. Or maybe we go see these other movies if we just let this one go. You let this one go, America? Play it simple. America, you let this one go? You rolled over, you took it, and you might as well just give it up. Because if you let this one go, it doesn't end. I promise you that, America. I promise you. It will not end. Ever. You have to stand up and fight for what you believe in. You have to. I wish you would understand this. I wish so many other people out there would understand this. You have to stand up. You have to fight. You have to do what you believe in. You have to fight. My name is Stacy Krugger. I'll be right back.
See the faces
I'm back here, folks. Thank you very much for that little break there. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to kill the podcast early because I have an extremely sick kiddo right now. Well, frankly, let's just say that Mount St. Vomit just erupted. Folks, I'll see you next time. I apologize for a short podcast. Next time, I promise I'll make it up to you. Remember, folks, stand your ground and fight for what you believe in and fight for your fucking freedom. If you don't fight for it, who will? I love you guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. See you next time, folks.